What's up and welcome guys to One Oak Mentoring, the #1 virtual team mentoring service, program, entity, corporation, commodity, of all times in the whole galaxy, man. How y'all guys doing today, man? It's a nice day, man. It's like chilly out, man. I've been trying to do a little working out, outside before the gym opens up, man. So I decided, man, I'm gonna give y'all a little group home tales, man. Something real quick. The name of this group home tales is Lil Nay Nay, right? Now y'all know I don't use like real names and stuff in these things because I guess that's like illegal or something like that, right? So I don't even want to try it. So anyway, man, this is the story of Lil Nay Nay, right? So when I first got into the group home, well, not first got into the group home industry, I had been in the group home industry for a while, and then I decided to get like another part-time at another group home, right? So basically, but this group home right here, it paid a lot more. It was a little further to drive, but I mean, it just paid a lot more. I mean, I guess that's got to count for something. Now, when I first started at this particular group home, certain things I noticed, like that I really didn't like. I didn't like the fact that staff can eat there, but they charge you for your meal. But it's like $3.50, $4 for your meal. Now I know that's not gonna break the bank on a lot of y'all ballers and big money, people and stuff out there. But if you would have seen the type of food they was feeding, like, cause we ate what the kids ate, man. So I mean, literally, I remember this one particular meal they had. It was just like a weenie, some corn, and I think they had like some kind of fruit cup and like a bread, like a biscuit or something like that, right? Delicious, right? But so I met this group home, and I'm like, man, I kind of didn't like that, but the money was supposed to be a lot better, man. So I was just sticking with it. So I'm in orientation, just going through the motions, the regular group home motions. You know how they bring you in there. All right, this is what we're about, and this and that, and we're such a great place, and we're the best, and all that blah 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 stuff, right? So I'm in orientation, and when you're in orientation, like, you just kind of like just like shadowing someone. You just there kind of like observing before you actually start working, right? So I never forget this particular day. Man, it was me and like another girl. She was already there. Well, another woman. She was already there for a while, and she she was she was pretty cool, but you know what I mean. I mean, you know how you just meet people. They're not really I don't know, but anyway, man, I met this one kid named Nay Nay, Lil Nay Nay, right? Now, Lil Nay Nay was like a African American female. She was probably like 9 years old, man. But I mean, man, if you see her, you're just like, just the cutest little sweetest thing, man. Like, you literally like if you seen her, you would like have to hold yourself back from just wanting to like pinch her cheeks, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're so cute, like, you just want to pinch her cheeks. Now y'all don't go around pinching people's cheeks. I'm not sure what the laws are in y'all county or y'all state, man. So don't be going around pinching little kids' cheeks. I think that's like creepy. But I mean, you know what I mean. Like, you see a little kid, oh man, they make you feel warm inside, right? So Lil Nay Nay, man. So so now, first I was tripping about the about the food, because I was like, man, this food is trash, right? But then I was like, hey, I got back to my big picture thinking, like, man, this place, man, I'm a part of this group home, man. We helping these kids out and stuff, man. So I felt really important, man. I was back. I had my mind back. I was like, okay, this is where I want to be. I'm going to be making more. And, man, they taking care of, kids like this. Like, look at Lil Nay Nay, man. Just so adorable, man. Just had the sweetest little voice, man, you ever want to hear in your life, right? But see, now then I started to notice, Nay Nay's hair, right? Now, I never disrespect people's hair, but, I don't think they was really taking care of her hair. I'm not gonna say it was on purpose, but, in certain cultures, like African Americans like have a certain type of way we have to take care of our hair, especially like women, right? So I guess there was nobody there that can really take care of her hair, because I mean, her hair just looked like, I mean, Like, I mean, it really didn't look good, man. I mean, it just looked like, you know, she had been rolled over. She had like rolled out of bed, you know, hadn't really did anything to her hair. You know what I mean, man? So I was kind of like, you know, concerned about that at first, but, you know, but wait, you know, later on that day, right? I hear Lil Nay Nay say to the staff that I was with at that particular time, can you do my hair for me so I can look pretty? Man, when I heard her say that, I was like, oh man, that's the sweetest thing I ever heard in my life, man. Lil Nay Nay just so sweet and adorable, man. Just pinch your cheeks, man. You know, you want to put in little pageants and stuff like that. But so now my spirits are back good again, because I'm like, okay, now she's got somebody to do her hair. You know, man, you know, but cause you know what, you know, certain cultures, people hair, you know, man, we gotta make sure we got some grease in there, we got some moisturizer, you know, we doing something to it, like, you know what I mean. So she gonna do Nay Nay hair. So, you know, I'm guessing, like, you know, she was like just gonna braid it or whatever, you know, she's gonna braid Lil Nay Nay hair, man. Lil Nay Nay, man, how can you not like Lil Nay Nay, man? I mean, just so adorable, sweet, and kind, right? So, you know, she's doing Nay Nay's hair, man. And I'm just thinking, like, man, this job gonna be easy, man. Like, man, I got it made. I just feel so warm inside. Like, look at her over there doing Nay Nay's hair, man. I'm a part of this. I'm sitting back chilling, man. You know, I mean, how much better could it get, man? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she's doing Nay Nay's hair, you know, putting grease in there, greasing it up, you know, doing all kind of stuff, you know, getting Nay Nay right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm having like, yeah, man, you know, I'm a part of this, right? So, the next thing I know, you know, she's almost finishing up Nay Nay's hair, and she's like, hey, I'm about to go to the restroom. You know, can you make sure she doesn't leave this table, right? So I immediately said, okay, that's cool. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, make sure she don't leave this table, man. I mean, what is this like? I mean, what is she on, like table arrest or something like that? Like, I mean, like, what? I mean, she can't leave the table? It's like, I didn't understand it, man. But you know, when you knew, you just kind of go with the flow. Like, oh, this person been here already, so I don't let Nay Nay leave the table. But I mean, come on now. Nay Nay was just so sweet and innocent and adorable, man. You know, I was just, you know, glad just to, you know, still be in there with her, you know. So, man, I'm sitting in there, a little Nay Nay, you know, but she was reading a little book the whole time, man. You know, a little Disney book, man, just like a movie type thing, man. Just make you warm all over, right? So she reading a little book, and, you know, I'm just like, man, this is all gonna be a piece of cake, right? So then they reading, you know, and then that thing, you know, she closed the book, right? And then they get up from the table. So I'm like, okay, man, this is 9-year-old, you know. I mean, of course, they don't want to be locked down to a table or nothing like that. But, you know, I got a job to do, man. I'm on duty, right? So, you know me, I know how to talk to kids. You know, I'm very skillful. So I'm like, Nay Nay. Now, I forgot what the lady name, but didn't Miss Carmen tell you, you know, not to leave from that table? Come and sit back down, Nay Nay. And so Nay Nay, you know, she ain't paying me no attention. She like wandering around and stuff. And so I'm like, oh man, you're a little sweet, innocent kid, man. You know, oh man, they just so young and innocent and sweet, man. Just look at it, man, adorable. So I'm like, Nay Nay, you know, you gotta come back to your table so she can finish, you know, doing your hair and stuff. You know, you want your hair to be pretty. You know, your hair looks pretty. She almost done with it. Just sit back until she comes back, little Nay Nay. So Nay Nay just fiddling around. You know, she looking up under stuff. You know, she saying like, Nay Nay, you gotta come sit down, Nay Nay. And so Nay Nay walked back over to a table. So I'm like, all right, man, once again, one up, man. You know, got this, you know, I got this on lock. I got everything under control, right? So she walks over to the table, right? So I'm like, oh, I got this, you know. So I'm thinking she's about to sit down. So I'm not sure if y'all familiar with, like, I remember this, like, vividly. Like, in the black community, you know, we use this, like, green grease sometimes, right? So I remember, like, man, it was this green grease bottle, like, this, like, sitting on the table, right? So little sweet Nay Nay goes over there, and she's about to sit down. I'm like, man, this is such a little great girl, about to sit down, doing what I say. You know, it might have took a couple times, but she going to sit on down. You know, ain't nothing, you know, this is going to be a beautiful job, right? So Nay Nay goes over to the table, grabs a grease can, and says, I'm about to take this mother effing can and throw it at your mother effing face. Whoa. Whoa, Nay Nay. Now, when I heard that, well, when I seen it, it's like she went from this little sweet, innocent girl to like, man, I thought it was like, man, the return of Satan, man, or something like that, man. Like, I was, like, but, me being a professional that I am, I'm always ready. So, when she said that, I'm kind of stunned in my mind, but externally, I know how to handle it. So I'm like, oh, Nay Nay, why? Nay Nay, you don't want to hurt me. Why would you want to do that, Nay Nay? You don't mean that. Nay Nay. I don't know you. I will hit you in your mother face. Shut the up. Nay Nay, why you want, Nay Nay? Come on now, you really don't want to do that, Nay Nay. Let's be nice, Nay Nay. Now in my mind, now I'm thinking like, man, this girl is Looney Tunes in the brain. Now that's what I'm thinking in my mind. I didn't say that. So I'm thinking like, oh God, I can't wait for, I'm looking for some help. I'm waiting for some help, so I'm trying to stall, right? So I'm like, Nay Nay. And Nay Nay is on the warpath now. She really looking for something. So I'm like, oh God, what I'm gonna do? So now in comes we'll call her Miss Carmen. Miss Carmen comes in, right? So I'm like, oh man, now I'm just gonna let her deal with it, man. So Miss Carmen come in there. Nay Nay, what you doing? I didn't think it was a good idea for her to be talking to Nay Nay like that. Now Nay Nay seemed like she was pretty gangster, like nobody talked to her like that. Like Nay Nay was a whole nother threat, So I'm thinking this woman coming in here talking to this kid crazy, man. It's about to escalate this kid, right? But I'm just the shadower, so I'm just, So, they start going off and, girl, why you doing that? F you, F that. So I'm like, this little sweet little girl I thought was like the sweetest little thing, man, is like going crazy, right? And so Nay Nay goes over to like the counter, right? And like they used to have like some of them would eat their lunches on the pod, right? So it was like some milk containers that still had milk, And so I seen Nay Nay grab them, right? And so Miss Carmen said, Nay Nay, put that down. So I'm thinking in my mind, I know, man, don't nobody talk to Nay Nay like that, man. Nay Nay not going for that. Nay Nay about that life, man. Nay Nay get both milk cartons, right? And I don't know if y'all know about Tasmanian Devil, right? But she just like starts spinning around with the milk. I'm talking about, man, milk slinging everywhere, man. Milk slinging everywhere, right? It's kind of like a milk tornado, you know what I'm saying? Just came through there. Like, I'm talking about I was trying to figure out how so much milk came out of just those 2 cartons, right? And so then Nay Nay, she goes for some more milk cartons. Okay, then that's when the staff that's been there for a while, they kind of like try to hold her back and, block her and, get her calmed down. But, but needless to say, I definitely didn't stay at that job that long. You know what I mean? Just a little too much for me. Like, it's definitely harder to work with the like really, really young kids that have been through stuff. But yeah, I really didn't keep that job for too long, man. And it wasn't just because of that, man. It was like, some more stuff. But come to find out, Lil Nay Nay, I never read her background. She had like some things happen, and then she got adopted by like foster parents, and like they said, she had to come back into place, man. I guess because like when she would get hungry, she would like go to the mom's or her parents' door and be banging on the door. I want some food. Give me some food. Give me some food. And like, I'm sure when they adopted Nay Nay, they was thinking like me, man. Look at this little girl, man. Sweetest thing you ever want to see in your life, right? But they were saying when Nay Nay was banging at that door, man, the parents, the parents called the cops. I'm thinking like, at this time she was like 8 years old. They called the cops on the 8-year-old, man. So man, needless to say, man, Nay Nay is about that life. Nay Nay's probably, the funny thing about it is this is so long ago, man. Nay Nay's probably like full grown. I hope she's doing all right and everything, but that's pretty much it. That's just my little group on tales, man. Yeah, y'all have a great day. And yeah, man, don't judge a book by its cover, man. All right, this is One Oak, and I'm out.